Hello my lovely viewers, and welcome to another video on Fauzan Harun channel. And thank you very much for joining me once again. And I do hope you are very well health-wise wherever you are, and it's nice having an encounter with you on this platform as always. And in today's video we are going to look at some important issues and try to analyze and answer a question. And the question is it fair to say Eduoard Mendy is not at the same level as Alisson or Ederson? Alisson Becker of Liverpool and Ederson Moraes of Manchester City. Eduoard Mendy, the goalkeeper that Chelsea is trying to sign, hopefully who has completed signing by now, who completes its signing very soon. And so when I'm addressing this question because there was this analysis by Gary Neville, the Manchester United legend and now soccer pundit, on I think one of his programs, in which he said goalkeeper Eduoard Mendy is an upgrade on Kepa, but it's not at the same level as Alisson or Ederson. And so I am trying to address this question and say that this is a question I'm proposing in this video, and I'll say that it's not fair for Gary Neville to make such statement. It's not fair because currently it's just like comparing apples with oranges, right? When Alisson was at AS Roma, nobody, though he was fantastic goalkeeper, but nobody knew him because he wasn't winning titles. Why? Because AS Roma couldn't win the Champions League and the Italian Serie A. And so, before moving to Liverpool, nobody can classify and say that Alisson is the best keeper as currently he is, because at Liverpool he's got the better opportunity of winning trophies. Hence, at the current excellent level that he finds himself, if he had remained at AS Roma, he wouldn't have been classed as an excellent keeper. Honestly, irrespective of however good or however excellent he is in the post. We've seen so many keepers who are at lower clubs, so-called lower clubs, or teams that are not in the media. Teams that are not in the media are the teams that lower ranked teams, or the teams that do not win league. So when you are playing at Chelsea, Liverpool, City and Manchester United and those Tottenham, Hotspur, Arsenal, definitely you want to be in the news. But when you are playing lesser clubs, let's say Sheffield United, you see, and those teams, you are not going to be in the news so much, or Burnley, right? Because your team is down there, always in a mid-table club. And so when he says Eduoard Mendy at Rennes now is not at the same level as Alisson Becker, yes, at the current level, but when he comes to Chelsea, probably he will be able to have a platform which he will be able to compare, which he will be able to be compared on the same pedestal as Alisson or Ederson or any other of the best keepers. Please, if this is your first time of joining me on the show, please do well to hit the subscribe button and touch the notification bell for me. Excuse me. And so I find it unfair for Gary Neville to go and say that straightforward, Eduoard Mendy is an upgrade on Kepa, judging from his statistics, but he's not at the same level as Alisson or Ederson, right? And remember, before Liverpool signed Alisson Becker, there was Loris Karius. And that was Loris Karius, because of the Loris Karius was not good enough. It was the only thing that was standing between Liverpool and a title or trophy. And when they signed Alisson Becker, you saw what happened. They were getting the trophies both on the local and on the continental stage. The league, now they have the league, and they won the Champions League before Bayern Munich won last season, just ended season. So that brings about the importance of signing a good goalkeeper, and that's why I'm saying, telling Chelsea fans and our management that with Kepa, we are not going anywhere. We have to sign a better goalkeeper. Hence, we will possibly be concluding Eduoard Mendy's deal sooner than later. Even possibly, as I'm talking right now, the deal will be concluded, or has been concluded for that matter. And so there's an importance of signing quality goalkeepers to augment the squad. You see, good defense wins you titles. One of those coaches said, I think whether Mourinho or Ancelotti or one of them said, defense wins you titles. So that's why Jose Mourinho's fundamental success in coaching relies on defending. If this is your first time of joining me on the show, please do well to hit the subscribe button for me. Please, it's free, it doesn't cost anything. Touch the notification bell for me and give me thumbs up likes if you enjoyed the show, thumbs up, more likes if you enjoyed the show. And then share the program most importantly. And so even one of the comparisons that they did, in one of the comparisons, they were so unjust due to the fact that they were comparing the clean sheet of Eduoard Mendy and Alisson and Ederson. And because Eduoard Mendy had lesser appearances at Rennie, he had lesser clean sheet. He had 12. And Ederson and Alisson had 8. One had 18 or so, and the other one had 17 or so. I'm not quite sure, but in that region. And when he was comparing the clean sheets, the analysts or one of those guys, either Jamie Carragher or Gary Neville, I'll come to the screen display, were not fair in their comparison, in that when you have lesser appearances, you possibly have lesser clean sheets. And Ederson and Alisson had more appearances, hence better clean sheet than in terms of this guy, Eduoard Mendy. But when it comes to goals conceded, they conceded more goals than Eduoard Mendy. I mean Alisson and Ederson. So when they conceded more goals than Eduoard Mendy, the pundit analyzing on one of the tabloids was quick to say that, but Eduoard Mendy played lesser matches. You see how unjust he was. Why didn't the same person who was comparing in terms of clean sheets didn't say Eduoard Mendy played lesser matches, hence lesser clean sheet? But in terms of goals conceded, because he realized that Alisson and Ederson conceded more goals than Eduoard Mendy, he was quick to point out the fact that Eduoard Mendy had fewer appearances. That is unjust. And so all these arguments here and there, let's put it aside, and when he comes to Chelsea, and we will be able to analyze him and compare him with those two keepers, because now they will be in the same league. By then we will be able to better judge them. And why I'm saying Eduoard Mendy is a good goalkeeper is that he was able to qualify Reims to the Champions League in France. They were third. And one will say the French league is never close to the English Premiership. Yes, for some time now. But in the just ended Champions League, French teams in the shape of Lyon and Paris Saint-Germain perform better than the English teams. Hence, in that same league that Eduoard Mendy helped Reims to qualify for the Champions League, they placed third. Can you imagine a Reims which have a smaller budget than Manchester City, Chelsea, and Liverpool placed third with Eduoard Mendy in post? Hence, that shows you that goalkeeper has some qualities within him, that when he goes at the right club, he may show it quite effectively. Let's do some screen challenges, some screen display. We have Gary Neville, the bias analyst. When you handle Valencia, he failed as a coach, and hence, when he analyzes teams, he's got the free flow to do so. That's anyway, I'm not criticizing, that's part of the game. Gary Neville there. And we have Jamie Carragher. Both of them made that accusation on their program that Eduoard Mendy is not at the same level as Ederson and Alisson. And I insist that we shouldn't compare them unless he comes to the English Premiership. With Chelsea, there we can give them better comparison. So this is Ederson of Manchester City, the other keeper I'm comparing Eduoard Mendy with. And this is Alisson Becker. That's Alisson Becker. So those are the keepers. Eduoard Mendy, I think you've seen him already let me try and see if I can get him back again on the screen. Yeah, that's Eduoard Mendy, the goalkeeper which Chelsea is trying to sign. Hopefully by now Chelsea has concluded his signing. And the subscriber challenge is still on. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please, it's free. It doesn't cost a thing. It doesn't cost any amount. Touch the subscribe button and touch the notification bell. Share the program from. Give me more thumbs up, more likes. And so that is the kind of question that I'm putting it across. And you can continue the debate in your comment section by sending me more comments. That is it even fair to compare Eduoard Mendy with Alisson and Ederson? The reason why, in my conclusion, the bottom line is it is not fair to do that comparison because, one, he plays in a smaller team at a different league altogether, right? And when he comes to the English Premiership, from then we'll be able to compare him effectively with those keepers at Manchester City and Liverpool to see who is better than the other. Thank you very much for joining me on the show as always. God richly bless you, and I'm greeting you across the globe wherever you are watching me from. Cheers. Hope to meet you sooner than later. Bye-bye.